It is Saturday, June 4th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back with our 4 best bets for the MLB slate. We got our favorite money line. We got our favorite we got a no-run first inning. We got a player prop, and we got a hit parlay coming your guys' way.
It's weekend baseball, so what better time, Austin, than going down real quick and hitting that subscribe button. We're closing in on 35,000. We've been really rolling and making a lot of money here in the MLB, and Austin and I do put a lot of hard work into these videos, so just do us that quick favor. Also, drop a like on this video.
I agree, Logan. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's do a recap of yesterday. Another good day, a 3-1 day, our third straight winning day, an 8-2 run over the last 3 days. Nationals money line. Great call, hey. Logan. Great call. Wait. Let me make you full screen. Yeah, you deserve it. A little Juan Soto bobblehead action. Nationals, sure. Logan, big fan of the Nationals. They cashed out for a plus money winner yesterday. Musgrove over 17.5 outs. The man had basically a no-hitter going, so I think he went up to 8 innings. So great to him. He easily hit that over. And then Paul Goldschmidt, Trey Turner hit parlay. Was a no sweat bet. Goldschmidt got his hit in the third inning. I believe Trey Turner was first inning. So now the White Sox, Rays, no run first inning was our only loss of the day. But, I'm not even too mad because we were hit with a pitcher's change. Shane McClanahan pitched for the Rays. We expected that. But then they threw out a guy that's between Logan and I's age. And it was one of us going out there trying to throw the NRFI. Of course, he gives up a run. But either way, great day. We're going to bring out the brooms hopefully today with our 4 picks. That was what we love to do. Put up our recap on the screen. It was actually our 100th win yesterday, 178 on the year. If we've been helping you guys make some money, we'd appreciate if you become a COS All-Star. You get all our plays early for the rest of the MLB season. And of course, you get a bunch of other cool perks like some custom emojis like the NRFI Nation flag. And of course, we love our All-Stars. We truly appreciate you guys. And as a little bit of a sneak preview, you get a little bit of a exclusive, giveaway action. Tomorrow we'll have a giveaway as same game parlay for that Cubs-Cardinals Sunday night baseball game. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Our newest All-Star, we got Lane Johnson rejoining the group. We appreciate it, man. Thank you for supporting our channel. But last but not least, Logan, just a reminder, we don't have our parlay of the day on OddsJam. We'll be returning back with those on Monday. But Logan, I'm throwing to you. Great call yesterday. I want another one.
Yeah, let's keep it rolling. By the way, I'm not a Nationals fan, but I did get this free shirt. So how was it? How was the Nationals not supposed to hit yesterday? It was an easy casher. But today I'm going to the Braves versus Rockies game, a weird game yesterday, low scoring. But I'm taking the Braves run line in the first 5, so -0.5. Currently -125 odds on DraftKings as Austin's pulling up on OddsJam. Look, so this one, first of all, this is why you need multiple sports books, because I want -125 on DraftKings. I don't want -150 pretty much on FanDuel. That's garbage. And also, it's -1.5 on some books. I will never ever take a team to win by 2 in the first 5. I only need 1, right? These first 5 innings, usually are down to the wire, right? Like a team gets a lucky solo home run or something. So never ask a team to win by 2. That's just a little bit too steep for me. But I do like the value on the Braves to win by 1 in the first 5. Atlanta, third best in OPS versus left-handed pitchers. If you don't know what OPS is, it's a baseball metric, on base plus slugging. So it's a really good, offensive metric. And they're also 4th best in batting average versus lefties as well. Atlanta has been crushing left-handed pitchers. And who do they face again today? Freeland, right? Freeland, 6.25 ERA at Coors Field. Now, that's a hitter-friendly ballpark for sure, and that's a sort of high ERA. He should give up some hits and runs. That's not even going out on a limb right there. And I pulled, obviously, the Atlanta Braves hitters versus Kyle Freeland. Acuna, 3 for 4, bat 750 versus him. Love to see that. Dansby Swanson, 7 for 12, 583 versus Freeland. And Ozzie Albies, 5 for 15, 333, all versus Freeland. These are some of the best Braves hitters, and they've seen Freeland before, and they've hit him before. Look, Freeland kind of sounds like free runs, right? He's going to give up some free hits, some free runs towards our Braves today. I love what they should be able to do against him. Now, on the Braves side of the mountain, Spencer Strider, he doesn't skip leg day, right? If you don't know what I mean, go look. Do yourself a favor. Google Spencer Strider. He's got these massive quads. The Braves telecast loves to talk about him. But he's coming in with only 1 start on the season, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 5 earned runs in his only start. Yeah, I mean, that's not a great start. I don't love to see that. But you know what? That was obviously his only, sample size, but he has the put away pitches, right? He's, more of a, rotational guy. He had 7 strikeouts in his only start. The line is juiced around 4.5 strikeouts today. So I'm sure they're expecting him to get probably 5-6 Ks. I think Spencer Strider can definitely hold down the Rockies lineup. Rockies are best in baseball in OPS versus lefties, but guess what? Spencer Strider is a righty, right? That drops to 16th versus righties. The Rockies, love hitting lefties. They love hitting lefties at Coors Field. But, yesterday, a lot of their talented hitters did face a lefty, and they really struggled. Blackman, Crone, and Rogers all went 0 for last night versus left-handed pitcher Max Fried. And like I said, today they're facing a guy with put away pitches. Spencer Strider is a righty. Even if Spencer Strider struggles, Atlanta has a capable bullpen. They have capable bullpen arms to come in and save their first 5 bet for us, right? They're Atlanta's 8th in bullpen ERA. So that's what I like to see from Atlanta. I think Spencer Strider can get it done, and I think they can get up runs on Kyle Freeland to cash this first 5 bet for us. Now, if I want to talk about other leans I looked at, this is a packed MLB slate, right? I have to talk about other ones I looked at and considered. Royals plus 1.5. That line makes no sense. They set a really hard trap on Astros minus 1.5. Don't be that square. The Astros love disappointing people on the weekends. I tell you, from experience. Also, Marlins money line to me looks a little bit, good. I think a lot of people saw what the Giants did last night and assumed them to do the same today. I don't necessarily see it that way. I think Pablo Lopez gets a quality start in that one. But Austin, what do you got for player props today?
I got a picture of Spencer Strider. That's what I got looking at these nice Cavs, nice leg day, calling our susses back in full vengeance. But we're back with two player props. And I know the first one people might hate, but you know what? We're going to get into it. Tristan McKenzie, otherwise known as Sticks, over 17.5 outs, minus 127 on Caesar Sportsbook. Now, I navigate over to our trusty ally, Jam. They got minus 127 Caesars. There's really no other book with it right now. PrizePicks does have 18.5. I don't mind that. You'll hear that in why in a second. Now, McKenzie, I also like his over 5.5 strikeouts. Before the people come saying they don't have outs props because they're not available in New York for no reason. I can't really have much control over this. I think these are pretty sharp lines, at least for strikeout lines. That's why I like to go to out lines, just because I feel like we can get a little bit of money, a little bit of edge over here. But let's talk about McKenzie, because on 2021, if you were fading McKenzie, you're probably pretty profitable because he had a 4.95 ERA, 1.183 whip. Honestly, wasn't too good. If you watched Logan's videos last year, he's kind of making fun of Sticks. But today, he's becoming an ally to COS, and he's becoming an ally to all Guardians bettors, because this guy's 2.65 ERA, 0.863 whip. That whip's ridiculous. He's been absolutely improved over the offseason. His whip is actually second lowest in the MLB, right behind Justin Verlander at 0.8. Now, look, McKenzie's been playing really well, pitching pretty well in May. This will be his first start in June. In May, his outs, 19, 18, 21, 21, and 23 outs, hitting over 7 innings. It's each of his last 3 starts, and obviously hitting this in 5 straight. If you look at his lines in April, how he did, he wasn't hitting this over in outs. And I know a couple people might not know what outs are. It really is just a ground out, strike out, a fly ball. It doesn't matter how we get it. We just need him to go at least 6 innings of the distance. And I think he'll do that. Now, in April, he wasn't doing that because they had his pitch count really low. That's kind of how the Guardians kind of eased their pitchers in. We saw Shane Bieber have a really low pitch count. They were like, they don't want to force their guys in too early. They know it's an 162-game season. But since then, we've seen McKenzie up his pitch count. Now, McKenzie averages the 14th fewest pitches per inning. Obviously helps that his whip is that low, but only 14.94 pitches per inning. And the Orioles, who he's going up against today, we love the Orioles. They've been hitting better of late. But this is a team that swings a lot very early in the count. They're not a team that's going to sit there, work the count, foul off a lot of pitches. That's not what they do. They're going to first pitch swing, the 3rd highest in the MLB. So we're hoping for some swings, that really bad pitches that, Sticks is throwing out there at him, and maybe some easy 1-pitch, 2-pitch at-bats. That's what we love to see. Now, they have been better of late, but still, 6 of the last 8 right-handed starting pitchers to go up against the Orioles have hit this over, 18-plus outs or 6-plus innings. Now, the 2 guys that missed, one was the Red Sox bullpen guy. Of course, he's not going 6 innings. Other guy was Chris Flexen, who, the Mariners kind of learned their lesson by leaving Flexen in a little bit too long. So in that last start against them, they only let him throw 76 pitches. If he went out, there's probably a good chance either one got rocked, or 2, he got through 6 innings. So I do think McKenzie, who's thrown 90-plus pitches in 5 straight starts, or actually 6 straight starts, he's topped out at 102. I think they're fine leaving him in there a little bit longer, as long as he doesn't get rocked, which I don't think he will today. But we rely on Mr. Tristan McKenzie, otherwise known as Sticks, to get us over 17.5 outs. Now, like yesterday, we had a hit parlay. Of course, it's Saturday. We don't have a normal parlay of the day, but you know what? I can cook up a hit parlay for you guys, and we're going with this one. Trey Turner, Dansby Swanson, and Jose Altuve, each to record a hit plus 130 on FanDuel. Now, let's talk about each guy. Trey Turner was in the hit parlay yesterday. He cashed us out. And for people asking, where's Paul Goldschmidt? He didn't have a line this morning, so I can't really put him in there. I don't mind throwing him in if you want to, but let's talk about Trey Turner first. 26-game hit streak, leading the MLB, hitting 350 over that time span. He's had 36 hits over that 25 games. Also hitting 296 versus left-handed pitchers. David Peterson, the starter for the Mets, is a lefty. And he's hitting 318 on batting average on balls in play. I think he's a career 321 against lefties. I think he can get it done for us. Dansby Swanson, like Logan talked about, love him today. Don't mind his base props if you want to go for it. He's on a 7-game hit streak, which isn't the longest, but he does have a hit in 16 of his last 17 games, hitting 382 over that time span. He's 7 for 12, 583 versus Freeland, which Logan talked about earlier. And he's hitting 304 versus lefties, 400 on batting average and balls in play. Love Swanson today. And then the last guy, Jose Altuve, has a hit in 20 of his last 25 games, but over that time span, never gone back-to-back games without a hit. He did go hitless yesterday. Technically, he walked on two of his 5 plate appearances, but they're going up against Bubic and his 2.25 whip. Look, I know you might want to fall into the trap, of betting Astros -1.5. And while I'm not necessarily saying, tail the Astros, but I think Altuve can get a hit either against Bubic in the first inning or against that Kansas City bullpen, which isn't the best. So we're riding with those guys. If you're looking for a player prop that I did consider, my man, Bo Brisky. Get frisky for Brisky. Liked his over 2.5 strikeouts. Super juiced, but look, you can luck into 3 strikeouts, especially against the Yankees, and he's been pretty consistent, hitting at least 3. Now, if you look at his K percentage, his whip, his chase percentage, all pretty bad, but it's kind of hard to not get 3 strikeouts. I mean, 3 strikeouts is hardish, but Bo Brisky's not terrible. I mean, he's a decent pitcher, young guy, and obviously the Yankees have not seen him much because this guy's not pitched a lot of time in the MLB. So don't mind Bo Brisky's over 2.5 strikeouts. But those are my 2 player props. Got that Turner, Swanson, and Altuve each to record a hit +130 on FanDuel, putting a unit on that. But Logan, you know what time it is. I'm long-winded, but it is time for Nerfy Nation. Grab those flags. Let's fly them in chat. Hopefully we're flying another one tomorrow morning for Sunday. But today we got a spicy one for you guys. Padres, Brewers, no run first inning, -124 on Barstool. And we have unheard of news, actually, in this one, because OddsJam actually kind of likes our Nerfy. OddsJam, if you have been watching the videos, you know that OddsJam's normally hovering around, -115, -105. They're kind of all that, but they got this one at -131. So they really like the no run first inning, as do we. Now, obviously, -124 on Barstool. Now, why do we like this one? Well, we got Ashby on the mound. He's a 5-0 on no run first innings for the Brewers. He's been pretty well. And look, he's going up against Padres. They're 21st in first inning runs. So a team that really hasn't necessarily hit their stride in that inning. Now, you could say, yes, they scored against Corbin Burns yesterday. But Corbin Burns, honestly, I don't think it's that hard to score against him because he's throwing super fast. All you have to do is get the bat on the ball, and you're probably going to get a ball in play and probably going to do pretty well against him. And that's what they did yesterday, putting up 6 runs, I believe, on Corbin Burns. So I think Mr. Ashby can get us those first 3 outs. What about the next guy, Logan?
Yeah, Mackenzie Gore is going to get us the other 3 outs we need. He's 6-1 on Nerfies this year. So Mackenzie Gore's been pretty solid. Milwaukee, 23rd in OPS versus lefties. Mackenzie Gore is a lefty. Milwaukee has not hit lefties well, which we love to see. Milwaukee tied for 17th in first inning runs too. They don't really score early and often, which this last stat, ready for the jinx stat, guys? Yeah, of course. Brewers haven't scored a first inning run in 9 straight games. Boom, jinx that. It's always there. But you know what? With these no-run first innings, you obviously need luck. You obviously can't predict randomness of a home run or some garbage error. But you know what? This one stands a really good chance of cashing because I really don't love either of these top halves of the lineup. So I think Nerfy Nation picks up a win here. If we want to talk about other lanes, because there's a huge slate of baseball today. Boston and Oakland's an interesting one. I think Paul Blackburn's supposed to start for Oakland today. I really do like that one. And Seattle versus Texas. Both those teams I don't think have scored a first inning run in a hot minute. So maybe those are other ones you want to look at. But we're rolling with Padres Brewers, and we are going to cash out Nerfy Nation.
We are waving this flag later on today and later tonight, hopefully. Now, of course, those are our 4 plays. Obviously, Padres, Brewers, no run first inning. We got that hit parlay, Turner, Swanson, and Altuve for a little bit of plus money. Then we got, obviously, Braves -0.5 in the first 5. Hopefully, Swanson can do both. Maybe he can do it all for us. Maybe he'll be on the thumbnail. So if you're watching the thumbnail, you see Swanson and his handsome long hair going up there. And then my other player prop, Tristan McKenzie, over 17.5 outs. So we appreciate you guys as always. Have a great Saturday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys again Sunday morning. Longest video that we've probably done, but I appreciate you guys as always. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.